Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a good old-fashioned board session froth-off. Probably the most frustrating move on the entire board. In December we bought a new house. Last weekend we sold this place, which means that this is done, gone. Like, it got me thinking of the amount of fun times that I've had on this board, and that, strangely enough, some of the hardest bits of climbing I've ever done in my life are right here. And that's what I want to share with you today, is some of these harder boulders that I've done, because it's just fun, and some thoughts around why I set some of them and all that kind of thing, so we can just like dive deep into it and just enjoy a bit of climbing. Downpipes, named after the fact that we had no downpipes. I set it to be like fairly slopey. This, so good. And then also finishes. If you've seen that video about the board tour, I love that hold. Oh, far out. Oh, that foot. So much about getting that foot to work. You like need to be greedy on the first thing to get over on this, but then not so greedy that you can't match well. Damn, can't really count that. We might anyway, just for the sake of brevity. Damn, that's what I love about this hold. Like you're gonna work right to the very end. Dang it, I'm not accepting that. Oh, here it starts. Stuff it. Let's move on. Mating habits of the common Dracus. If you know the reference to the name, down below. One of the things I really had in mind as I was setting this one was like a body strength kind of one, tension kind of thing. Because I realized I was setting all these boulders that were a bit more about contact strength rather than like that body power. These like nuggety little positions that actually made me think of Sean Rabbitoo, and I was going to call it Sean's Rabbit Shoe Poo. Sean? I had something clever. Sean's Rabbit's Poo. Yeah, that's what it was going to be. Sean's Rabbit's Poo. It's fun also coming back to these because I've got shocking memory. I can't remember how I did a lot of the little intricacies of the moves. Maybe this. There we go, yeah. Sick. Really lost it there. Oh. This next one, Dracus. Follow on from the mating habit to the common Dracus. This one's good. Little like claw hand to start. Oh, yeah, tension. Milk the juice out of this thing. Alright. Other thing with this one is that this hold, like massive jug here, but I contrive it to make it harder for myself. Just use that. It's like, cool, not allowed to use this. Oh. Magic last hold. It's so slopey. Really gotta like tuck under it. There's no way I can hold that. Oh, hard. Oh, yes! 2 down! Sick. Next! August mix. This one has probably the most frustrating move on the entire board. Just standing on this thing, frustration town. Hopefully we can just breeze through it and you won't even get to see any of the frustration that happens here. Got everything on the Stoked app, not an ad. Stoked, S-T-O-K-T. It's flipping awesome. Keeps track of everything, filters, you can set circuits with numbered, like, it's good. Okay. What do I start on? Yeah. It's easy to want to start on the kickboard, but starting high, it's good. Smearing on this equilateral. You're not allowed to get any little like sneaky little scuff smears. This little paste is bad too. Yeah, it's just this flippin' move, like turbo. I think the thing that was so frustrating about all of this was that I could just never quite work out exactly what to do. Sort of sit there and feel and go, what does my body want to do? Where am I? How do I stand on that? Do I want like a stiff foot? Do I want to be like really gooey? Do I need to like pull my hip in on this? I could just never work it out. There'd be just times where you just float through that move. And then just other times it feels impossible. Got really low that time rather than stepping high. I really like having these as well, just adds depth. Yeah, adds good like three-dimensionalness. Play around with like dropping in like that and like this thing, otherwise totally unusable, suddenly becomes really great thing. And like this underclean ball thing, love it. Well worth getting it. These ones are from Stacks Volumes in Australia. Again, not sponsored, paid for them, but yeah, really flipping good. Don't go too big though, because then it just like overwhelms the board. about as close to not doing it as you could possibly get. That was cool. What's that, like 3.5 now? These next two, it could actually be the hardest sequence of moves I've ever done in my life in a concentrated bit. One of them was a couch set. Just sat there on the couch, tell you about that later. And the other one was just flipping hard. So this one is Capset III. Kind of didn't seem like it was going to be this hard, and then it was. Big thing for me to work out on this was like, it was really hard in the feet to work out the tension, like standing on this thing later on, like, this thing was hard because it's like, you need to stand on it and then next move, bang, hit this, which is like awkward. And this is slopey. I don't know whether to stand on it hard or soft-footed, or like stand on it with this bit of your toe, or like if you stand here, squishy bit in there, then you can like wrap more around it, but it was a bit more of a passive thing. I think what I worked out eventually was sort of a combo, like half right at the base, like that part of my big toe, not quite in the crease, but enough to still get a push, but then I could roll over the top of it for, boom, moving up to this fella, and then duck to the... There's also this weird combination of kind of like rolling up to it and pulling and trying to find the balance between those two, because it's not always about like pulling. Oh man, that's foot. Oh, I don't know if that's happening now. Oh man, that's bad foot. Oh, that was close. Far out, Brussels sprout. Oh, that was interesting. I love this move here. To get the like weight from being all over on your feet, it took me a minute to work this out. You do that like, ooh, to get the center of gravity over towards here a bit more. That's flipping good. Oh, gee. Love to do this move at least once and then call it good, move on to the next. Oh gosh. Everything. One more try. Oh, that was close. It's annoying when you give up and then have a successful go. And then you're like, oh, maybe I could do it. Maybe I should have just given up. One more try. Oh, come on, Tom. No, let's cut! Last but not least is this list, B13. Between that last one, this is probably, yeah, one of the hardest sort of concentrated, least amount of moves, hard climbing I've ever done in my life. Bad undercling in this pinchy thing, and then like lay into this, real hard. And then really wanted to use this just monstrosity up here. It's bad. Just a smear there. Real like flat-footed thing. Interesting. Took a little while to work out the move to this because it's a little bit wild, a little bit like, you need to go at it, but not with too much wildness. Kind of like stiff jump. rather than a Loki jump. Again, not using the jug on this. Needing to get right up, like on this, not being lazy low. Like did something different with your hips when you got higher, which meant that this felt, you could weight it a little better. Cool. That's good. Oh, God, everything feels sore. Totally falling off though. Oh, sick. Gosh, that's such a good hold. So good. It's been really funny working out the subtleties of all these. Board climbing and indoor climbing has always felt kind of, or at least my association was like simplistic. If you really want to get in there and learn like what is going on, like getting on something hard and really, yeah, it's just, oh, it's been good sessions on this. I've really, it's going to be sad to see it go. Yeah. Yeah. Be sad. Oh, I got nothing. That was cool though. Good to get there. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. A bit of a look at my hardest little bits of climbing on this board. It was a fun session to have, so thanks for coming along. I mentioned couch setting earlier, and if you really want to like level up your board setting, like 100%, check this video out. It's game changing, awesome. But that's it from me today. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll see you next time. See you, board.